Yes, sirree. We are back. It's Phil and Oscar
We're
focusing
here
on
despite the
you.
odds. We have made it back onto.
Oh my goodness. My stream started without me today. I said, what did it stream? I I am going to have to go into this whole thing and
Oh,
find
you know
out
what? It's so excited.
what did it
It
stream.
knew it knew Maggie Carrie's coming, and it's like I can't wait to get this thing on the air. So
Yeah, the Jim
I can
Carrey,
understand.
Maggie Carey. or
Not doing
or
that, Jim.
was that the Carrie from the movie Carrie?
Yes.
Where
Well, actually, she's
yeah,
just the opposite. Instead of having everything blow apart and catch fire, she can help you get it nice and smooth. It's the anti-carry carry.
is a Carrie show. Bum bum bum. All right, we're here officially. We're here. Instagram, we're on Instagram. Roku, Amazon Fire TV. If you're watching us, booyah to you as well. Uh, our YouTube folks, thank you very much. And whatever else you're listening or watching, okay, get everybody that has a business or something. They're solopreneur, entrepreneurpreneur, the coachingpreneur. I'm opening my own shop, and this is just going to be a fantastic platform. I got a new toy that I'm going to be testing out today. Oh yeah, come on, Oscar, you feel it.
I
Oh
can
yeah.
just see Maggie backstage, like, why? Why today? Why didn't it have to go on today? Why?
Oh, my daughter loves it. My daughter loves it. You
And
understand?
she's like 2 years old. So what does that tell you?
She's what is that supposed to be? she she's been touching every single button on this toy that I just found for myself. I had to create the necessity to purchase it. Speaking to the financial people, I'm like, yes, I do need this. I need it because it makes funny noises. Thank you, Oscar. I know you love me. Okay. So we
I
have
secretly want one, right? It's like I'm gonna shake my head like, the hell did he get it?
you're gonna
I
have
gotta get one.
you're gonna record your chickens and put them in one of the slots. Record your chicken. Cock a doodle doo.
That's a rooster.
Welcome to Focus on You.
Yeah, it's gonna be a whole new show, Farmland Focus. This is great.
Yes, we do. We do have chickens here on Focus on You. Well, okay, right to it, man. We got a great person on. Of course, everybody must be familiar with her by now. Her name is Miss Maggie Carey, and she always comes in with the guns blazing. I think she's like the Rambo of social media marketing. I mean, I'm just saying, if you want the best of the best, that's where you go. You go to Maggie Carey. If you want the other guy, it's okay. Go to the other guy, and then you eventually got to go to Maggie Carey anyway.
Exactly. You gotta go to Maggie to fix all the stuff that the other guy did wrong.
Because results do matter. Okay, results matter. And she gets results. And so, hey, bada bing, bada boom. Hey, that's my Italian. Okay, that's bada bing, bada boom. All right, but we have her here today, and I'm very excited. I'm always excited when Maggie's on.
Yeah,
I'm going to put you all the way in the background, Oscar, so that we can really focus on her because you think focus on you is about you.
exactly. That's what it is. Focus on me.
You see exactly. All right. See what I have to deal with, Maggie. I know she's in the green room. We'll call it our green room, our digital green room, waiting for us to put her on. All right. So, but before we go on, my dear friend Oscar has some things he's going to be talking about. First, with the legal shield, everybody needs a lawyer in their pocket, and also identity theft. Yes. She says, I'm in the purple room. Yeah, exactly. Oscar is going to talk a little bit about that, and then he's going to talk about something that's really dear to my heart. OUR rescue, and it's an underground railroad that they help. They help traffic, young children and people who are being trafficked all across the world. I mean, it is a almost a disease to our planet, and that we need to cure like yesterday. Okay, this has been going on long enough. So he's going to talk a little bit more about those two things, and then we're going to feature our guest for today. So go ahead, Oscar.
Thanks so much. Real quick, I am an independent associate for Legal Shield and ID Shield, among other stuff I do. And when people think of lawyers, like I don't need a lawyer. I'm not doing anything wrong. If you ever watch any sort of legal show, they always say, counselor approach the bench. Lawyers are counselors. They give you the right advice. The last thing you want to, the last law firm you want to use is Google, Bing, and Yahoo. I don't think they're really good lawyers. So you want a good law firm, not just a lawyer, because there are many different types of law, and each lawyer, like a doctor, specializes in that type of law. So you want a law firm that has these lawyers available for you, and we are available in all 50 states, all of Canada. Um, if you want more information, my number is 646-578-7097. Shoot me a text, send me the information, include your email. I'll email you some sheets that will give you all the information you need. Like this first one I have here is the top 5 areas of law: consumer finance, estate planning. Do you have an updated will? How much will it cost you to update your will? It's included in our monthly subscription. Landlord tenant dispute, real estate. If you're buying a house, if you're selling a house, if you have trouble with a tenant, or if you are a tenant and you're having trouble with your landlord, make sure you have a huge law firm on your side. Family law. These are the top 5 areas of law that get covered. Um, on the identity theft part, I have a sheet here with 50 reasons to have ID Shield. The I post breaches and malware information pretty much every day on LinkedIn. So if you see me on LinkedIn, you'll know what's going on. We've had over 34 billion records stolen. So all our information is out there. It's for sale, and it comes back to bite us when we least expect it. And every time we get a new client, we donate a portion of that to OUR Rescue. And what that does is help law enforcement across the world find uh, child predators and bring them to justice. They have dogs that sniff out electronic equipment. So that dude from Jared from Subway, they use the dogs to find his hard drives that were hidden in different cabinets and bring him to justice. So that's what we do. We protect individuals, families, and businesses. We protect children from being trafficked and adults from being trafficked. And pretty much that takes up my whole day. So if you want more information, again, 646-578-7097. Get a hold of me and we can discuss your situation. Mr. Phil, back to you.
Right. Thank you so much, Oscar. That was fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. I'm glad that you are a part of that, and you just show us the way of how we can get involved. So now for our feature for today. Drum roll, please.
Don't you have that on your
Oh no, I
box?
don't. I don't. I don't have it on my box. I don't have it on my box. I need a drum roll. Okay.
It's
What we got here?
a next toy.
There we go.
Story time with Meg, with Maggie Carrie.
There we go.
I'm sorry, Maggie.
Now presenting none other than Miss Maggie Carrie. Maggie, welcome to the Crazy House, folks.
Oh my gosh. I'm like, you need some Queen music on there, like I'm a rock
I got
person.
this. Hey!
Oh, Yeah, but that's a sports thing. I'm a theater thing, so it needs to be like round of applause.
Round of applause. Okay, I'm sure it's on here somewhere. I'll be pressing buttons all day
Oh,
long.
between now
So
and next week, you're gonna find one of these boxes with drum rolls and applause and
Oh my gosh. So much fun. Thank you for having me, gentlemen. I always love visiting you. I always get a good laugh, and I love being in your purple room.
the Royal Purple
you've
Room.
just branded it. You've just branded our room.
That's it.
Now
It's the
we
Purple
have
Room.
to call it. We're the only ones that's going to have a purple room.
This is
Okay,
true.
we have a purple room, and Maggie Carrie named it the purple room. Okay, Maggie, great to see you again. For
Same here.
those of us that do not know who Maggie Carrie is, could you please do a quick intro for us?
I'd love to. So, I am a social media strategist. So, Maggie Carey comes to you with over 4 decades of experience in IT and even more than that in the theatrical world. And what I do is I help simplify the social media process. I was there. I know how difficult it is to manage your social media accounts. So, what I do is I simplify the process and make it so easy that all you need to do is focus on your business and let your social media get handled with a streamlined process. Now, my background includes working with government, private industry, corporate America, nonprofits, as well as working in the theatrical world. I am an award winning actress. I was deemed the 2020 Performer of the Decade by Broadway World's Regional Award. And I also have this amazing, insane need to help people. My goal is to reduce the stress that comes with um, posting on social because I was there and I know how difficult it is. And I know it's not easy. But when you have the right processes in place, when you have the right tools, when you have the right training, when you have the support, you can make your life that much easier. And that's how I help businesses painlessly post.
The the evolution that we've seen. Now you need to market.
Mhm.
So if you don't have a website, you don't exist in the world. Now I have a website. Now I need to market. And then they say, "Well, now there's social media. Now you need to post on social media." Like, where do I start? What and I think that is the tripping point for most businesses. It's like,
Yeah.
I know how to make bagels. I don't know how to post to social media.
Mm.
And that, I believe, is where you come in with painless posting, because you take that, where do I start? What's like, here's your first step. Here's
Right.
some free information. Here's some more information. Here's where I can help you personally. Yeah, and I love the evolution of what you've done personally to get to the point where you can take someone like me to saying, I just opened a bagel shop. They told me I need to advertise. What do I do, Maggie?
Yeah. And look, when I started my business, it wasn't about social media. I have all those years in IT. I was a fractional CIO, which is a chief information officer. I'd go into a business and I'd help them optimize their process and procedures as it pertained to technology. And sometimes I wasn't even recommending technology because sometimes technology confuses things. So I'm trying to publish about this. And what ended up happening was I realized there's got to be a better way to do this. Now, that was over 5 years ago. When I streamlined and I said, oh, I'm going to do this, I found the process, I found the tool, I found what I needed to do, the resources I needed to keep up with the changes in social media. And I said, this is what I need to share with people. This is how I need to help businesses. So, with that being said, the process is as important as the tools and the training and the tactics. So that's where I see businesses struggle the most, and that's where I struggled the most. But I'm with them every step of the way. We also talk about how you can leverage your look. You can't just be on social media, right? You have to be on you and there's 8 major platforms right now: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, X, Google Business, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Pinterest, right? I think I hit them all. Oh, TikTok. I
Mhm.
said LinkedIn twice. So these 8 major platforms, how now you not just have to be on social media, you got to be on 8 different platforms. So how do you do that, right? How do you keep up with these ever changing landscape of social media? I really
And
feel
each one of them have their own language too, right?
I was what I was saying, and I had myself muted, and I was like,
like
which exactly each one of those speaks to a different audience. So
right.
there's another layer of confusion for the bagel maker that wants to advertise.
And look, you have to have a website. That goes without saying. Anybody who tells you you don't need a website doesn't know what they're talking about. I'm sorry. But
They also
look,
they also light their houses with whale oil, so
yeah,
don't need to talk to them.
we don't need to talk. But you really need a website. I feel you need the website, you need social media, you need a strong Google business page. I'm sorry, if you want to get traction, 78% of the world uses Google as their primary search engine right now, right? So you need Google Business Profile. It's free. Set it up, do it. Um, and then the other thing that businesses need to realize is that they can't just rely like, oh, I've got all those things, and now I'm wonderful. No, you got to post consistently on social media. You have to network. Like, I mean, that's how we met. We met networking, right? You need to do all the things to market your business, and it's overwhelming. And I think, I have a client that I'm thinking of right now, and she's on step 1 of her social media journey. She's trying to do step 20 in her social media journey. You can't compete with people who have years of experience on social when you're just starting out. So take the first step. Like, that's why my painless posting is so helpful to people, because we walk them through whatever their level is. So we help them get, from level 1 to level 5 really quickly. And because they don't have to research the software, they don't have to figure out how to sign up for an account. They don't have to we help them through that. And then we get them posting, and we give them easier ways. Instead of taking an hour to create 5 posts, they can create 5 posts in 15 minutes faster if they wanted to. It's decision fatigue. We all run into it. Oh, I want, what picture should I use? We can drive ourselves crazy trying to find the perfect picture. Find the picture that fits, that makes you 95% happy, and get on with your life. Don't waste your time. This is where I'm seeing a lot of people struggle too, is they feel they stymie themselves in indecision, and then they're not posting. Get the content out there. Like, don't wait. And I'm going to keep mentioning painless posting because it's what I use for my clients. Like, my clients pay me thousands of dollars a month to do their social media, right? Not everybody can afford that. Not everybody wants somebody to do their social for them. So people want to do their own social. Well, painless posting comes in, and that's where you get my method, my process, my procedure, my tools, my training, and my tactics, because we have strategy sessions every week in a group setting. And why, to me, it's like just the strategy sessions alone are worth the value of the product, right? So I developed a system, because it's not just one thing, right? Because Phil and I had briefly touched on this. There are major, and I mean major, changes coming out in the social media landscape. How is the average business owner who's a bagel maker, whose focus, and should have his focus on his team, on his business, on his bagels and what's trending in the bagel world right now, why is he worried about social media, or she worried about social media? They need to have it as part of their strategy, but not to be the thing that takes them. I had a business owner who runs 5 delis, and he does his own social media. I'm like, why are you doing your own social media? Don't you want to do other things? And he's like, yeah, I can't stand it. I take 5 to 6 hours a week doing social media. I said, that's almost a day. That's a day. And that's the standard. Most businesses
5 to 6 hours a
a
week
week.
doing his own
No.
social media.
And he
Okay,
crushes
look,
it. I'm just saying, but he could hire us, and we can do it he can give me 30 minutes of his time once a month, and he can have his content done for him.
And that
Or he can get his team trained with painless posting and have somebody else do it for him and do it faster.
One
You know,
question that people don't understand is how much is it costing you to do the work yourself?
Right.
What's the
roger
value of
that.
your hour? And if the value of your hour is more than what you can pay someone, hire someone, and you're making a profit. And what you're saying, and I've known you for a while. Before I forget, there is a QR code there in the corner for people. You have different levels of help. You have what it's hundreds of YouTube videos on how to's.
Correct.
People can download and watch it there. And then there's the next level up, which is we can help you a little bit while you do most of it, and then we can help you a lot while we do most of it. And so
Yeah.
tell us about the different tiers there are for Mr. and Mrs. Bagel Maker.
So you're right. The first level I always say is my free products, right? They're to help you with your business. So, for example, we have a guidebook. If you go to painlessposting.com/guidebook, that gives you 20 ideas to post on social media, right? It gives you a starting point. That adds you to my newsletter list. We just released earlier this week a post idea a day for June. These are things that we do for free to support business owners so they can do their content faster and easier, right? At the free level, I also have all of our YouTube videos. We are, I think, over 240 videos right now. Now, granted, you have to keep in mind the older videos, it's social media. I've been doing this for, I think, really 4 years with the content. It's a little, some of them are dated. Social media changes every time you blink an
Hour.
eye, right? So there are over 240 videos there. And then I also do workshops. So if somebody signs up for my newsletter, if they follow me on social media at Master It Media across all social media channels, you're going to find that I offer free workshops every once in a while. I'm a featured speaker for the New York Public Library. I offer free classes there. They are lovely people at the New York Public Library. They're on Zoom. I have people joining from all over the world: France, Scotland, England, India. They're all over. People are joining the New York Public Library workshops. All free, guys. We're not even talking about a penny of investment. Now, my next step up is painless posting. Um, that system is designed to give you more than just a tool to post. You can go, there's so many posting tools out there, but my system combines the tools, the tactics, and the training. So you get the tool that allows you to publish on multiple platforms, unlimited access to a caption AI assistant, as well as integration with Canva. It has analytics. It has the things you need to create your own social media. Now, I will tell you that fee right now is $127. At the recording of this, it's May 30th. In August, that fee is going up. And the reason it's going up is, in addition to all of these things that I'm offering, I have a university that is filled with videos that are exclusive to my painless posting subscribers, with how-tos, like how to optimize your profile, how to use Canva, things like that. And then in addition, once a week, we meet in a group setting and we have my strategy sessions. We call them checkpoint calls. You can't just run into social media and think I've got it all down. Everything is going to change. Your business is going to evolve. Your needs, you're going to get better at posting. So you need more advanced features. Now, painless posting has a lot of advanced features. We have people who have admins. We have people that use painless posting, and there's an approval process. We have somebody else who has a 30-day cycle of posts. She posts multiple times a day, but every 30 days, she recycles her content. So painless posting is, and there's a demo I can drop in the comments when we're done, but there's a demo on my YouTube channel of painless posting, and you could see exactly how it works. I can share it with you too, a little later, and we can do a post in a few minutes. And then, of course, then we have our done for you services. And that's where we do everything for you. Granted, it's a much higher price point, but what you get is the freedom to do your own business. So we have many clients who hire us to do their own social. Some we've been doing for years, and they don't even meet with us once a week, but they or once a month. They get a strategy session once a month where we don't just talk about social media. We talk about like, hey, you know what? Things are rough right now. We're not selling our high end product. So I'm like, okay, let's focus on our low end product. Let's focus on that lower price product and push that out right now because those are the things that are selling. So let's restructure our content to focus on that, right? These are things we work with our clients so they don't have to worry about it. They don't have to figure this out on their own. We all need help in our business. I'm not an accountant. Do you think I do my own taxes? I'm not a lawyer. I'm with Oscar. You know, like, you have to know your strengths and you have to get help when you need help. And that's where my services come into play. And I just love helping people. I can't tell you how many people come to me and say, Maggie, I just don't know what to do. I'm so frustrated. I'm not posting. I don't know what to post. I don't know how to post. We've got you covered. Like I'm telling you, the caption AI tool that we have that's built in to painless posting, my clients are in love with it. They said it because it fills in the hashtags and the emojis. And of course, they're not using that in its raw form. They're editing with any AI. You're not using it in its raw form. They're taking it and they're tweaking it. And they're posting something that would have taken them half an hour to post, they're doing in minutes. So that's where I see a major shift in the social media landscape. Learning how to effectively do your social media is not any longer to picking up your phone and doing it. Yes, you need to do those components, right? But it's not the only thing anymore. And if you want to be on all these major platforms, how nice would it be to create one post and have it publish in a click of a button, published to all 8 major platforms? Why not? Like it's a no-brainer.
It is. A lot of people, like I said, it's overwhelming. Like you said, that it changes day to day, and there are new platforms. There's new rules for these platforms. It's ready, shoot, aim. For
Yeah.
anybody to try to do any kind of marketing, and then like, oh, it didn't work. I wonder why. It's like, yeah, that's why.
Well,
Ready, shoot, aim.
Yeah.
I'm
when
gonna
you're
use
there,
that.
you get it. Like, and look, Instagram. Have you ever seen the blue check? Like Twitter had started it,
Hmm.
Instagram. Like,
Yep.
there's a blue check you can get verified. LinkedIn also has a verified badge on their account where you are who you say you are. It's really cool. What I don't appreciate, which I guess I should appreciate. All right, I'm gonna take a step back and I'm gonna try to be very objective with this. LinkedIn came out with new meta verified levels. Okay. So the first level, you get the blue check. You have to pay approximately $15 a month, right? For me, that's worth it. I want people to know when they search Maggie Carey, that's Carey for my friend Phil. Um,
Somebody's got a pun.
what
Mm.
it is. But that being said, when you search for me, they're going to see, oh, okay, she's got her verifications. That's her. Look, that's worth it. It's worth the $15 a month per platform. What's happening now is Instagram, Meta has come up with new levels. They've come up with 3 levels ranging from the $15 all the way up to $499 a month per platform that you get added services. Now that $499 is for a bigger business that has multiple people. They get their verified, like, talk to Oscar when you want to talk about ID Shield, right? That verifies they are who they say they are. So it has extreme value. And they do things like added support and, there's a ton of different features that it has on it. The concern that I have is that it is no longer going to level the playing field for the smaller business because it's going to push out because it says you get more exposure, more, right, if you have the higher level.
Mhm.
So what
Uh-huh.
does that mean? Again, pay to play model.
That means
It's
that means the solopreneur is going to have to get three more jobs.
well, and how do you, that was the beauty of, I'd love to share my screen to show you. I
Yeah,
have this,
you can do that.
yeah, I have this, I just hope my video keeps being really slow. So I'm hoping it'll show. So let me know if you can see this. So here, what we're looking at in the meta verified are these three levels. I don't know if you can see can you see where it says business standard to business max?
Mm-hmm.
These levels are now created. Now look at the prices, right? This is a business standard. I really do suggest this is worth it, right? You get your impersonation protection, you get meta verified support with a chat or email, you get an enhanced profile, and of course, search optimization. This by far, I think for the price point is well worth it. The business plus plan is for about 45 a month. And you can see here, it's got some extra things like a featured account and links and reels. That's great. But you're talking right now, it's $45 going up to $50 after its intro. And that's per month per platform, my friend. So that means 40, you're spending almost, well, $90 if you want your Facebook and your Instagram verified. Now go to the business premium. This is where we're now talking about businesses that have more people in them. So you can see here, you can have 2 employees, you get 4 reels per month. And then the highest level is this right now $349.99, but it's going to go up to $500 once they're done with their beta version. What cracks me up is this featured. So you get a featured account, right? This one is a more featured and this is a most featured. Well, what the heck does that mean? What does featured mean? Does this also mean that your content is going to be more prioritized, I guess, for the lack of a better word, um, than somebody else's, right? So that's where I get a little concerned with this pay to play model. Of course, you've got ads, but we're used to ads. Now we're talking about affecting the organic state. Facebook, talk about more changes. Facebook is now changing things up where with their groups. For example, we can no longer stream live into a group using a posting tool or a restream or a stream. You can't do it anymore. You can't post a posting tool, any posting tool, not just painless posting, any posting tool cannot post into a group. Now, we have a lot of content creators and business coaches, life coaches, content creators who have groups as part of their process. I have a group. I have a painless posting powerhouse group. All my painless posters are in there, right? And we communicate in there. I can no longer post in there from a posting tool. I can no longer stream live in my group. It is, why are they doing this? It is extremely frustrating. So now I have to go in organically and do this. And it is frustrating for the business owner. And this is out of our hands. We can't change it. What's happening in this social land, in my opinion, is people are getting frustrated with the big guys. And what's happening is there are more and more social media platforms that are showing up. There's a new one called Keep On Sharing that I actually have on my, I just posted on my YouTube, my LinkedIn and Instagram. Please go there, use my link, tell them I sent you. This tool actually pays you. It pays you pennies, but nobody else is paying me to scroll on my social media. And if you use my link, you get free advertising, right? So this is a way, and they're tapping you by saying, hey, we're an ethical social media platform. We do not sell your information. Not only are these people now taking money from you, they are selling your information. your likes, your dislikes, what you're looking at, and they're sharing it. Look, again, talk to Oscar. He'll talk to you all about the dark web. Okay. These are things where we need to be um, attentive, right? And this is a kind of stuff I share every single week in my painless posting checkpoint calls with my clients because they need to be aware of what is going on in the social media landscape. And I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer here, guys. I just want you to be educated and aware of what is going on. And
Who's Debbie Downer?
oh, jeez, I feel you, Debbie Down. You've never heard of Debbie Downer?
He's been playing with that toy with the noises, so he's not paying attention.
I think you shot me with Debbie Downer.
Debbie
Oh,
Downer.
I know Debbie
Is
Downer.
So
is
so
that an
here's the
alternate ego?
It's like the
here's the
Karen
positive.
of the rest of the world.
Yeah, you can't be Debbie Downer and you can't be what is that?
Pollyanna.
Pollyanna, right? Like you can't, you have to find that middle ground. So this is the thing, right? We've got to play the game. I used to tell my husband that all the time. You want to get somewhere in your company, you've got to play the game. You got to know who to talk to. You got to know the right words to say. You can't just go in there guns a-blazing, right? You have to learn how to use these social media platforms effectively. Look, Facebook isn't going away anytime soon. Neither is Instagram, right? TikTok, look, there's another thing to talk about. TikTok. What's happening there? Let me tell you, my friends. Biden, and I'm not going to get into politics. I don't care who you like for president. I don't want to know. I don't care. It's okay. Your
I'm
opinion
voting
is
for
yours.
Oscar Capel.
Yeah, there you go. I'll vote for Oscar. Go for it, Oscar.
I'm too smart to go into politics.
So, but it passed the Senate, it passed Congress, it passed he put his little check mark on it, and we're all good. If TikTok is not sold to a non-China based company, a China-based company, they are going to have it pulled by July of next year. It is going to be pulled off of the App Store and the Google Play Store.
Wow.
Right? How is that going to affect those businesses that actually make money on TikTok? Okay. Now, darn well, they're giving them plenty of time to figure out how they're going to circumvent. Whenever there's a rule or a reg, I don't care if you're a 5-year-old playing with your dad's little sound box that he has on it, there is a way they're going to figure out how to work around it.
I think that was a pun again. 5-year-old playing with his little box. Thank you very much, Maggie. All right. I am going to play with my little box.
Your little box. I do feel very strongly, though, that look, I've been in this industry. I've had a business for over 26 years now, and I worked for other businesses, helping them keep their digital landscape, whether it was in-house or online, active and thriving. I've seen the changes that have happened. Like you take the advent of, when, computers first came out, then the internet, then, LinkedIn and Facebook and YouTube, right? And all of these things. Look how fast TikTok grew. Look how fast they grew. In less than a year, they were knocking on Instagram's door. And guess what? Instagram replied. They did Reels. Look, competition is good for the soul, right? It helps us improve our game. It helps everybody. But now we're seeing, look, the big guys are struggling just like we are. A lot of us are struggling getting new clients. I've heard it time and time again in my strategy sessions, in my networking. I'm struggling. People losing jobs, people losing, their businesses, people who are losing their clients. I feel you. I've been there. I'm there. Like I lost some of my higher ticket clients because they can't afford to hire us anymore because they're not making what they used to make. And I keep saying, so you're going to cut the thing that's driving business to your door. I don't understand, but then it's also a matter of, would you rather cut an employee or would you rather cut a service that you have?
But
And I'm
Maggie, listen, I know you didn't mean to get in the political sphere, right? Truth be told, we have no representation. Okay, truth be told,
Only the donor
this
class
is
has representation.
this is the 1 percentile game that's being played, and we are just the pawns in it, you know. And so it really does matter what we do for each other. I say that just to make this point. I believe that we have more, even if it's not TikTok, it's going to be Instagram. It's going to be there's going to be somebody in the wheelhouse that we can use. And, it's up. I think you're at the forefront of kind of really putting that out there and just letting people know, look, we got choices. But as far as social media goes, as far as the internet goes, as far as AI goes, uh, that's not going anywhere. In fact, we're going to become more and more dependent on technology further on in.
Yeah.
And so if you're at a place where you're frustrated and you're like, oh, I don't want to deal with it,
You think you're
it's gonna
frustrated now?
it's going to deal with you. They're experimenting with, biological technology that you can connect with your, cell phone and your computer just by thinking and, projecting vocally. Have you seen the glasses? You
Oh
know,
yeah.
glasses, they, take a picture, click, and the glasses takes the picture of what you look. We're becoming more and more integrated with technology. So there is no hiding under the bed. There is no hiding in the closet. There is just no kind of ignoring it. We got to be in it and learn more about it. And that's why Maggie is here. She is tapped into all these resources. I don't know how she remembers. I don't know how she keeps all the track of that. I mean,
And
Oscar and
I
I
can't
like.
That's
remember
not really
people's
Maggie. That's an
names.
AI projection of Maggie.
Oh no, no. I can imagine one day Maggie's going to send her AI to do her interviews. She's like, you know what? I'm going to send my AI to do my interview.
You watch, my friend, because
Mm,
it was very interesting. A place that I love, that I follow, had
mhm,
a woman talking about this start of her business, and it opened with an AI intro, and it turned me off,
mhm.
right? I watched the rest of the video, which then had the woman talking about her process and, how her business evolved. And I'm like, could you imagine if they just asked her to give them a 3-second intro in her voice? How much more powerful it would have been than the
Mhm,
voice that talks like this.
mhm,
Like,
mhm.
I'm an actor. Don't don't even tell me that look, we've seen AI and how it's affected the acting industry, right? And technology. It's
Yes,
nice to
yeah.
watch a movie that uses some who I can't remember what movie my daughter and I went to, and she's like, I loved the old school tech that they used in this because it was so much more relatable. Like, it was so much
Mhm,
easier. I don't know if we have time, my friends, but I'd love to
mhm.
share how quick it is to do a post on painless posting. Do we have time?
Oh yes, please go for it. Go
Okay,
for
so
it.
you're going to help me.
Absolutely.
We're going to make this fun because I'm going to ask you to help me. All right.
Okay.
So I'm getting into painless posting now,
Okay.
and we'll share this. So I play around here. Let's go into painless posting. So I play around with my content. So you can see here, I publish my content on painless posting. This is my Instagram account. Now, mind you, this is something I teach my clients. You can see here, this is a checkerboard pattern, but you don't have to have a checkerboard pattern. But these are the same 4 formats that I just rinse and repeat and add. These are the same 4 plays, right? And I just rinse and repeat using Canva. Now, when we go to create content, I'm going to hit this create content button. The first thing I'm going to do is add an image. I'm just, for sake of time, I'm just going to go in here. Gentlemen, give me a topic.
Growing my business.
Okay. So I'm going to look for business professionals. And this is Pexels, which is a free site, but it's integrated in here. I can look in here and find something that I think would work well. If I don't find anything, I can go back up here and I can just say business, like maybe computer. So you find what you're looking for. And once you find it, you click on it and add your photo. Now I have my photo ready to go. I could upload, I could connect to Canva, tons of options. Now I'm going to go into my caption. So there's a 4-step process: media, caption, category, publishing. We help you with the process. Caption AI is our fun tool. Right in here, I'm going to write what was the, give me something to ask the AI. So write a caption about growing a business. Give me more information, gentlemen. What am I asking the AI to post about?
Discounts coming up soon. Anything from you, Oscar?
Not yet. Let me jump in.
So growing a business with offering a discount coming up soon that will help you increase sales and improve customer support. How does that sound?
Fantastic.
All right. I'm going to say include 3 tips, right? I can pick my platform. I can pick my tone. So maybe none of these default tones are going to work for me. So I'm going to say I want this to be professional. I can have up to 10 different captions to choose from. I'm going to include emojis and hashtags, and I hit submit. When I do that, it's going to generate 10 different captions with 3 tips that I can use in my social media that quickly. Now, I'm going to pick this one. Actually, I like this one, looking to grow your business. I like that. That's a hook, right? Yeah, everybody's looking to grow their business, right? We modify it if we want. So our upcoming discount is what you need. Offering discounts is a great way to increase sales and show your appreciation of your customers. We can add more space. I like white space in my posts. I think it looks, and here are the 3 posts. For interest and time, I'm not going to read through this entire one because this is a long one, but I would edit this. I would change words that make sense. In addition, our system has saved hashtags, and you can also have a saved call to action. So here I can say, this one's painless posting. Visit painless posting, blah, 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 for more details. Click link in bio, whatever. And it has my standard hashtags right there. I can also modify it by platform. So we all know Twitter, aka X, only has a certain number of characters. It notifies me in red that I am 1,000 characters. That is way too long. So I can now delete right in this all of the things that I think will reduce it down under that quantity, right? Which I've done here. That simple. But mind you, Facebook and Instagram that can handle that number of texts are there. So we've got LinkedIn. You can post on your personal and business. YouTube, Pinterest, Google Business, and TikTok. We then want to make sure that you're adding variety to your posts. So we have these tags, and in the category, we can select things like this is a tips, this is holiday, this is a testimonial, so whatever it is. So this one, we can add more, like this might be a discount. So I'd create a new category and I'd call it offers. Assign it a color. Of course, I'm going to assign it purple. And then that now is here. This is in the back end system. So you can see how well these things work. And then in our publishing section, you can pick whatever platforms you want. Now, of course, I can't publish a static image on YouTube or TikTok. It'll error out on me. It won't publish on those platforms if it's not a video. So I save my content, and now it sits in my content library along with all of my other content that I have. I go to my calendar, and I'm going to go into June, and I'm going to drag and drop this to the 7th. It automatically, based on my analytics, picks the best time to publish that content. And you're done. Go on to the next post. And that's how simple our system is. And in addition, we have analytics and a whole bunch of other stuff. So you're getting the analytics of this. You're getting that's why we tag them with what they are, so that you can run reports based on that. You can vary your content, right? You don't want to do, okay, I'm doing an offer, and a tip. You want to mix it up. You want tips. You want testimonials. You want, your promotional items. You want motivational posts, right? We mix up and vary our content and then you can see, okay, you know what I was really surprised at recently? I posted a motivational post, and sometimes I don't do it. It's not one of my favorite things to do. I was very surprised. That crushed it. And the other thing is, and this is a big one, video. I'm preaching to the choir here with
Listen, I am a video convert. Okay, you could get more done with a 15-second, 5-second video than you can with a post, because it's like people have become acclimated with watching TV and computers and short reels and things like that. They're so connected with the video aspect of things that everything else has become boring. I mean,
yeah, and they
it's become like
there are
a thing.
tools that we share that help you put captions on the bottom. Like I shared Opus clip with you, right? Like where you can take long form and cut it into short form. There is a lot of things that are out there now that weren't out there 5 years ago, that weren't out there 2 years ago. Right. AI has changed our landscape. But here's the thing, whether you love AI or you hate AI, you need to understand what it does and how you can use it, if you can integrate it into your business. Because my friends, if you are not, your competition is.
Absolutely.
But I was just freaking out when I saw you made that little post, you put it in your library. Now you can drag it and drop it on any day you want.
Right. And
So
that's the thing I was telling you about. Some people create a whole month's worth of content, and they repurpose the same, because it's evergreen. They repurpose the same content month after month. Now, I think that's a little tough, but every 3 months,
people have a short attention span. Every month they're going to think it's brand new.
Look, do you remember what you posted 3 months ago on social media? I
I
don't.
don't remember what I had for breakfast. So it's
that is why I was encouraging my podcasting community that don't be afraid to repeat stuff, because they're thinking, oh, we need to create new stuff all the time. I said, no. Listen, you could take a video you did a year ago, post it today, and people think it's totally fresh, new. You did it in your studio
Listen,
just a minute ago.
I will watch an Instagram video or a post, and then 2 days later I'm watching the same one again, and I'm like, I don't remember seeing all of this. So even if you watch it the first time, you're not actually watching the entire thing, because your brain's going off in different directions. So yeah, the second time you watch it, oh yeah, oh wow. So it's actually more interesting to watch the same video a month
And
from now, because like you kind of remember, like I didn't remember that part. I don't remember that part.
and here are two other things. One, your audience is new. You're always gaining new people that don't know your story, right? That don't know your posts, right? They may not see your post the first time around, right? The other thing is that they are in a different frame of mind.
Right.
So, like YouTube is like, I have a video that is 4 years old and people still watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. YouTube is known for that. There are videos that are out there that are old and they just keep getting played and played and played because the value is so critical. That's the challenge I have in
Mm-hmm.
creating evergreen content. I can't post evergreen content about Instagram's new levels. Like, that's not evergreen. That's happening
No,
now. So what I post about is the stuff that will never change, how to be your authentic
Right.
self, right? Like, so when I'm creating evergreen content, right?
Mm-hmm.
Create that as your monthly or quarterly cycle, right?
Right.
Use a tool like
Right.
painless posting that happens automatically. And it goes ad infinitum. Like, there's some that stop after a year. You can only do 6 months at a time. My system, you can schedule out until, you know,
Mm-hmm.
2040.
And
Doesn't matter.
so yeah,
the
Maggie Carey
seasonal
is the
ones.
new Ron Popeil. She's like, set it and
Yeah.
forget it.
Yeah. And then, but
Yeah.
here's the thing, you still want to post in the moment, right? We still want to say Happy Father's Day. We still want to say,
Right.
right. So, but now you don't have to worry because you have this content already created. I mean, it's one of the projects I have one of my team on. She's amazing. Her name is Shirley. She is just, she, every time she just created new content for one of our clients. Every time I look at her content, I'm like, I don't know how you do this and get better every time. She gets better every single time she creates content. And I'm just, when I think she's at the top of her game, she ups it. Like,
Upset.
but one of the things I've asked her is, let's go through Master It Media content. Let's go through Painless Posting
Mm-hmm.
content and find out what are the things that we can republish every day that is evergreen, that we can help people get the most out of their social media, right? The other piece of this is that when you use a tool like painless posting, it's possible and it's easy, right? If you don't have to kind of do this on your own, right? We just do it. One of my clients loved it. We had a new painless posting client, just a joy. And she had all this content on her feed. Well, one of our features is it will allow you to import your content from your feed. So when
Wow.
she started, she had all this content that she was going to manually recreate. I'm like, no, 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 you don't have to do that. And she goes, what do you mean? It's like, I can import. I thought she was going to kiss me through the screen. She said, Maggie, I have hundreds of posts. It's not going to be able to handle it. I'm like, oh, yeah, it can. And she's like, what? I said, this is why this tool is so powerful. And people are struggling with these tools that are inferior or trying to do things manually. Why? And it works. Like, my clients are posting more consistently. They're getting more followers. They're getting more people engaged in their post and commenting. We even can comment. You can comment directly in the app. You can comment directly in the app and not even have to go into Facebook and Instagram to comment and reply to a post.
Wow.
So, that's why I'm saying, when we talk about you're at level 1, I can get you to level
Mm-hmm.
5 really easy. Well, I can get you to level 20 in 6 months, right? You could be a pro at your social media in 6 months. If you
Okay.
put,
So
you got to put the time in. You can't just expect it by osmosis that this is going to happen.
okay. So I'm gonna put a pin in something that you said earlier. Okay, because we've run out of time.
Oh,
I'm gonna put a
sad.
pin in something that we said earlier. Right. Right now, if you go to painlessposting.com, which we have scrolling across the bottom, you can get the program for $127. Am I right?
Correct.
Per month.
Per
Now
month.
you're planning to raise that price because you know the value of what you have. And
Correct.
so when would that price be changed?
It's
August.
beginning of August, it's going to go up. So by the end of July, I would get this before the end of July.
Okay, so I want to I want to kind of like frame this. Okay, this moment. I want to frame this moment for all those people that are going to be like, I wish she had a program that was for less. Okay, when you
Now
have
is
to
the time.
pay more, I want to staple it and say, we told you right here on Focus on You. price is going to change in the beginning of August from 127 to something else. Okay.
Yeah.
So get it today. Procrastination is procrastination.
Yeah.
I was going to say
Well,
something
look
else,
at it
but
this way.
I,
Don't you want
I
to
know.
enjoy your summer? Don't you want to like create 2 months of content for July and August in June? Create it in June and then enjoy your summer. How nice would that feel? I'm gonna sit at the
Wait,
beach,
no, but you said this program picks the date for you that is best to launch it.
the best
Like,
time. Yep,
who
best
does
time.
that? Where I haven't found one program. Now, Maggie, I use a ton of programs. I use a ton of programs to advertise, right?
Yeah.
Never heard of one of them doing that.
And it because I get asked that a lot. When is the best time to post? And I'm like, when your followers are online. How do you know that? Your analytics, right? Now, what this does is, especially if you have multiple platforms, it kind of picks it looks at your analytics and say, okay, so on this one, most people in your followers are going to be in the morning at 9:30. And that's when
Hmm.
it published. It takes into consideration your time zone. It takes into consider your analytics. That's the thing. So you're not just being generic. If I'm a busy mom, guess what? If that's my ideal clients, no way am I posting anything in the morning because they're busy as all get out until their kids get to
Right,
school. But now it's
right,
summer. Now it's summer.
and
Maybe the morning is good because they're sleeping late. Like, who has the time
I
to figure
love
this
it.
out?
I
Ain't
love it.
nobody got time for that.
I ain't got time for that. Nobody
It
got
is one of
time
my
for that.
favorite SNL bits. I mean, of course, Gilda Radner is the goddess of all she surveyed, and Rosanna Dano was my idol, but that's one of my favorites. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Listen, all right, guys. I love you both. Listen, Oscar, this was fun, wasn't it? Carrie, Maggie, you make this so much fun. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
I think this is the one time Oscar and I just don't mind going over a little bit because we were like, this is awesome. This is some really awesome stuff. Painlessposting.com. Should I say it again?
Yeah.
Painlessposting.com. Be there, get it done. Or in August, you're going to be crying. I don't want to hear, I don't want to get any emails. I don't want to get any posts going, what happened to the 127? It's going to be gone. Gone. All right.
It
Thank you,
is, but the
Maggie.
value will still be good, even at the
Oh, yeah,
higher price
absolutely.
point. Get your
Listen,
deal.
if I know you, it's going to be better. It's going to be even better in August.
Always, always
Yeah,
improving, always improving.
absolutely. All
Thank
right.
you, my
Thank you so much,
friend.
everyone. And we will see you again next time on Focus on You. Maggie, you are always awesome. Thank you for coming on. Mwah.